Lastly, a lot of money being reinvested in marketing. We heard of some brands saying, we have a great system, we have a great blueprint that the franchisee can follow, but ultimately this great service, you got to pay to get it out there. So paid ads, SEO, marketing, microsites on the digital sides. We've had franchisors come back and say, we really want you to spend X amount. And as a promotion, we will match that intro amount to get the business up and running, which not all brands, there were a handful of brands that were offering these types of deals where they would just offer a credit and match the initial spend on a marketing campaign, or offer credits to future campaigns, because at the end of the day, they want the franchisee to gain momentum. I know that when I first started my first franchise back in February of '07, closed our first sales appointment. Was not a big sale, but it helped with confidence, it helped with momentum, and it was great. I still remember that win over some of the much larger wins we had over the years, because it was number one on the very first sales calls. Marketing was big as far as what they're doing in the marketing, incorporating AI, going back into the marketing to make it more efficient, lower the costs, going back to number one, cost reduction, utilizing AI in the marketing as leads are coming in. AI is maybe picking up the phones or responding, answering basic questions on the website. Those chats, even when they're making phone calls or answering the phone, are learning, from, the information on the website, from podcasts that are being done. So it's constantly being fed this information just to make the system more efficient. And they're working 24/7. So taking payment, answering calls, answering questions, scheduling, all that being done on your behalf, while not having to worry about after hour staff. Well, you're still going to have someone in customer service to speak one-on-one with customers, but this is just to handle the admin and things like that. So we talked quite a bit. I wanted to keep this one short because these are four key areas that we've seen again and again. The marketing, obviously, without any leads or customers, no matter how good and efficient your franchise is, you're not doing any business, you're not bringing any revenue. To recap the four takeaways from our conference: cost reduction, national accounts, the use of AI, and doubling down on marketing via credits, generating as many leads. We heard some brands that spent marketing started almost immediately, to the point where the franchisor figured out, okay, we know that you're going to need X amount of customers or members in order to break even. What amount of marketing do we have to spend? That is when we recommend opening. Once you get to that break even level, launching the business at break even. Great feeling knowing that you're at a minimum break even day one. Reverse engineering, just like we reverse engineering the process of finding the right franchise, they're doing the same thing from a cost standpoint. Number of leads, number of members or customers needed to break even and cover all your monthly costs.
These four trends show a clear direction in the industry. But what does it all mean for you as a potential franchisee? Next, Giuseppe recaps the key takeaways and explains how this insider knowledge can empower your own franchise search in the Franchise Freedom Podcast.